Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and the Is It Legal segment tonight. 3 hot topics. We begin with yet another late-term abortion doctor who terminates pregnancies in Maryland. The pro-life organization Live Action has been investigating Dr. Leroy Carhart and sent a woman 26 weeks pregnant to ask the doctor what happens after the abortion.
It gets soft, like mushy.
Oh.
So you push it through.
So what makes the baby mushy?
The fact that it's not alive for 2 or 3 days.
So I'll have a dead baby in me?
For 3 days, yeah.
Will it start to decay or something?
No, not. It's very, very minimal if it does, because there's no bacteria there.
Okay.
So it's like putting meat in a crock pot. Okay, it doesn't get broke, but it gets softer. It doesn't get infected or.
Okay, you know. So the dead baby in me is like meat in a crock pot.
Pretty much, yeah, kind of much.
Here now, attorneys and Fox News analysts Lee Sewell and Kimberly Guilfoyle. Well, this is what we're dealing with here. You know, I was right way back when we reported on Tiller, the guy who was assassinated, and of course we said that was horrible, and the guy who did is serving life in prison, and he should. Okay, but this is what we're dealing with, this mentality. State of Maryland, though, this woman who went in to see this alleged doctor was more than 6 months pregnant. Yeah. All right, so it's a baby. It's viable. You could birth the baby would live. But this guy is, you know, making jokes about a crock pot. So what can the state of Maryland do to this guy if they wanted to?
Not much under Maryland law, unfortunately, because it's a 26-week state, meaning you can go up to 26 weeks. And then beyond the 26 weeks, they quote-unquote give the doctor wide discretion to be able to tell whether or not she's still within that 6 weeks. So it's very, very difficult to prosecute under
So there's
state
nobody
law.
being prosecuted in Maryland for late-term abortion?
No, and the problem is federal law.
And that, go ahead, federal law?
Federal law, it's partial birth abortion that's illegal, and that's it. So unless you can, you know, I don't want to get into too many details, but unless you can show that the baby is born and viable coming out,
that's what this guy was saying, that he was killing the baby in the womb, and then the baby would have to stay there for 3 days before it came out. But when you see a state like Maryland, very liberal state, pass laws to protect guys like that, I mean, that's what it's all about. They don't want to protect babies, because most states don't have those liberal laws, correct?
Well, yes, and people should care. Like you cared about the children in Newtown, care about the babies in Philadelphia, care about the babies in Maryland and in all these other states.
But they don't
there should
care.
Be some
the legislature of Maryland and the governor simply don't.
With the science that we have, Bill, it's very clear
at this
point that babies after 20. But we have to have specific facts and evidence against him to prosecute him under state law.
That's what I don't like about it. It just doesn't make any sense to me.